What's going on, everyone? So just noticed today John DZ Adventuring is asking about people who monitor their transmission temps full time, and I drive a 2011 Subaru Outback 2.5, which has the CVT that I believe it was the first generation of the modern CVT that they offered, and they were known for going out, and one of the main causes for these transmissions going out is heat. As John DZ mentioned whenever he owned his Forester, that's what caused his CVT to fail most likely. So I've been cautious of it. This Outback has 166,000 miles on it, and fortunately, whenever I bought it used at 145,000 miles, the previous owner kept full maintenance records, and the CVT transmission, the valve body, was rebuilt at 110,000 miles. I didn't find out about the CVT longevity issues until after I bought my vehicle. Something didn't quite come up. I didn't notice until I got on the forums. So last summer I was gonna start doing some cooling maintenance upgrades because a couple of hoses were starting to go. And at that time, I installed a Hayden 678 CVT cooler, and I purchased a ScanGauge II to monitor my temps full time. So this top one, that is the transmission fluid temperature, and that is in Fahrenheit. So it's 145 degrees Fahrenheit right now, which is on the low end of the operating temperature. This is also, it's only 80 degrees outside right now. I just recently took it up near Sedona of the past month, and this temperature never got above 200 degrees, even coming up from Phoenix. That's a pretty steep climb. This lower one is my coolant temperature, which is a Fahrenheit water temperature, and that is the underhood temperature. That is the intake air temperature, which is 155 degrees. The ambient temperature right now is only 80. So this temperature I started monitoring before I actually installed the CVT cooler, and I was hitting 220 just on a regular day. So that's just commuting to and from work, which is about 8 miles, and that was highway. So it wasn't even idling. Now, if I stopped and picked up dinner on the way home or something like that, I monitored it for about 2 weeks, and if I was sitting in a drive-through line, that thing would get up to 240 degrees. The transmission fluid temperature would, just idling. So since I've put the CVT cooler on, I've never gone above 200 degrees, and transmission fluid temperature starts breaking down at approximately 220. Subaru doesn't warn you. The CVT transmission oil light doesn't come on until 270 degrees, which at that point you've already started roasting that fluid. I've never had the CVT light come on in this vehicle. Luckily, I don't usually tend to wheel during the summer. It's Arizona. It's just too freaking hot to actually get out there and do anything. And the way that I mounted this was I kind of routed the wire from the OBD2 port, which is where the ScanGauge II plugs in, routed underneath the steering column and kind of up the side. And there's this little rubber cubby cover that I just cut a little hole in, and just kind of work the cable down. That's where it sits. I just have to look down. It's in my view at any time. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video, and shout out to John DZ Adventuring for putting me onto this in the first place. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you on the trails.